Tom, your initial thoughts after today's performance?
It's another defeat. We're finding it a tough start to the season, obviously. Obviously, we played against a team that are top of the league. Like I've said to the players, though, I mean, I was quite surprised at how we handled, the first half. I thought we actually did well, and I didn't think there was much between the teams, to be fair. We come in again having conceded in the opening 5 minutes and then pretty much the last kick of the game for the half-time whistle. And I've said to the players, any level of football, game management, first 5 minutes, find your bearings, manage the first 5 minutes, settle into the game, and we just gave away a really silly lapse in concentration kind of goal. And it was the same for the second goal. And then all of a sudden, we was ready to come in at half-time, preparing to speak to them 1-0 down, against the top of the league team, and put a plan together. And then obviously that was a bit of a sucker punch, that second goal. But, I felt the positives from today is that we matched them in periods of the game. I think individuals for them, as people would have seen today, were the difference makers. But I think overall, for a team-to-team match-up, it certainly wouldn't have been a reflection of top of the league against bottom of the league. So I think that was the positive to take from today.
Obviously, today you've come away to top of the league today. Was there any individual performances from us today that you were impressed with?
I felt that we did well down the spine of the team. I felt Sophie was good for us at the back. To be fair, without Sophie, I mean, she gets us out of trouble so many times. Her pace and her ability to sort of cover space and sweep up pieces, shall we say. Potentially, she would have saved us a couple of goals today. I thought she was outstanding. I thought Janae was very good in the middle, was calm and composed, and kept the ball in situations well that we needed. And then obviously Kayla up top, fair play to her. She really does put in a shift. But as I said to the players at the end, we found it difficult to get out today, especially with these conditions. On this pitch, it was a very open pitch and really windy today. They found it difficult in the first half. We found it difficult in the second half. So we really didn't trouble them at all in the second half. So I guess we did well to sort of weather the storm a bit and concede the one goal in the second half. But, I think down the middle, spine of the pitch, we were decent. And I think the girls who played out on the flanks today, Angie and Lauren, particularly in the second half, playing more of a sort of wing-back role, they had to do a lot of physical work, and I thought they did well against their wide players who are very strong.
Ella came into the team today, making her debut. How do you think she got on today?
Yeah, I mean, look, Ella's been with us for ages. I mean, she's been with us for about 5 weeks training. Obviously, the international clearance took her a long time to come through. If it wasn't for that, she may have featured already. Amber was away today, so, she came straight into the side, and I thought she did well. Where she's very strong is her shot-stopping ability. She's good at coming out and making herself big, and she made a couple of saves that were going down low with her legs, so she did very well there. And a couple of decent shot-stopping saves. So now it's good for us to have two goalkeepers that train regularly together, a bit of competition to go for that number one spot, because Amber was only missing today because of a family thing, so she'll be back next week. So that's a position I find myself in that I haven't been in before, where I've got two goalkeepers to pick from. And, that's what I've said to the players in general, is that, obviously we are doing a trial day on Tuesday. We do need to bolster the squad. We do need to have more competition whereby I can actually pick a squad rather than we've got who's available on a Sunday. And that's what's been the case for the last few games. And at this level, you cannot have that. You have to have competition in the squad and more depth. And hopefully we'll be able to get a few players from this trial day on Tuesday.
Obviously, we'll now take a small break away from the league and the cup action next Sunday. Is this a good opportunity to get back into a winning momentum?
Yeah, 100%. I just said to the girls, we've had a very tough start to the season in terms of fixtures, to be fair. We haven't really had any sort of games against, I would say, the so-called bottom half, other than the Cheltenham game, which, obviously was a tough one to take, narrowly losing that 3-2. We've had a tough run of games, so now we've got the League Cup game against Worthing, which, I don't like to use the phrase on paper, we should win, but obviously it's a game that we can win. And as I said to the players, I don't want us to just win it, and I want us to actually get back to the games that we played in the pre-season, and against London Seawood, for example, where we really took the game to the opposition. I need us to score goals. I need us to play an attacking brand of football against Worthing next week, to give us that confidence to go into these next few league games, which are games that on paper we really can win, and we need to win, obviously, to get us out of the position that we're in.
Tom, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Lewis. Cheers.